It's officially confirmed. ASAP Rocky cheated on Rihanna, and the internet is absolutely losing its mind. And get this, the drama doesn't stop there. Not only did he allegedly cheat, but rumor has it he even got the side chick pregnant. Cheating on Rihanna is basically signing up to become public enemy number one, because everyone knows the streets do not play about her. The timing of this mess couldn't be worse either, because reports are already swirling that Rihanna is pregnant with her and Rocky's third child. It's like a perfect storm of chaos, and fans everywhere are feeling protective, angry, and downright heartbroken for Rihanna. Adding fuel to the fire, this isn't even the first time Rocky has been accused of stepping out on Rihanna. Over the years, whispers of infidelity have popped up, but it never quite exploded the way this one has. From alleged flings with models to rumored hookups with other celebrities, Rocky's name has floated around in cheating scandals before. But now it feels real in a way that's impossible to ignore, especially with talk of a pregnancy involved. And from what's being reported, Rihanna is not taking it well this time around, and who could blame her? Naturally, the big question on everyone's mind is whether this is the end for Rihanna and Rocky. Is she going to call it quits for good and move on? Or will she stick around and end up playing stepmom to the alleged side chick's baby? It's a heartbreaking position for anyone to be in, let alone a global superstar who's already raising a family and building an empire. Fans are divided. Some are calling for her to cut him off immediately, while others are wondering if they'll try to work it out privately. Either way, the tension is thick, and everyone is waiting to see what Rihanna's next move will be. Honestly, waking up to the news that ASAP Rocky cheated on Rihanna was not something I had on my 2025 bingo card. It hit like a ton of bricks. But thinking back, considering the long trail of rumors and past allegations, maybe we shouldn't be all that surprised. Still, this situation feels different because this time, the alleged side piece isn't staying silent. She's kind of stepping forward, though a little messily and with a lot of backpedaling. It's the kind of messy public drama that feels too loud to just brush under the rug. At the end of the day, this entire situation is devastating for Rihanna, especially if she's truly expecting another baby. The betrayal, the public humiliation, and the sheer disrespect. It's a lot for anyone to handle. Fans can only hope that she puts herself and her happiness first, whatever that looks like. As for Rocky, well, let's just say that cheating on Rihanna has officially made him the internet's most hated man of the moment. And honestly, it's hard to see a way back from this one. It all kicked off a few days ago when streamer Canel Joseph went live with a girl who also happens to be an OnlyFans model. During the live, things took a juicy turn when he casually asked her who the most famous guy on her roster was. She immediately got nervous and told him to mute the mic, but the internet is undefeated. Fans quickly read her lips, and it sure looked like she said ASAP Rocky. That one name was all it took to send social media into a frenzy, especially considering the rumors already swirling around Rocky and Rihanna's relationship. The moment was messy and chaotic in the best way possible. Canel asked, "Who's the most famous person you've been with? Can I ask that?" And she nervously responded, "Yeah, but you have to mute it." But even with the mic muted, the internet detectives were on it like bloodhounds. Fans didn't even need audio. They immediately started piecing it together and blew up the comments section, dragging her for allegedly messing around with Rihanna's man. Within seconds, the entire vibe of the live shifted from playful to uh-oh, and you could practically feel her panic through the screen. Realizing the situation was spiraling fast, she scrambled to backtrack and deny everything. She started stumbling over her words, trying to save face, saying things like, "We're homies though. Like that's crazy. No, it's not. Why did they get it? It's not. Why would you guys think I would pull ASAP Rocky? Look at me. Look at me. You guys are stupid." Her frantic energy only made things worse because at that point, nobody was buying her denials. If anything, she was making herself look even more guilty. Honestly, let's run that back because the reactions in that room were hilarious. Canel's legendary side-eye, the dudes in the background face-palming, coughing awkwardly, and trying not to laugh. It was comedy gold. Everyone in that room knew she was cooked. The more she tried to deny it, the more obvious it became that she had slipped up, and the people watching knew exactly what they had just witnessed. It wasn't just the fans who caught on. Even the energy in the room made it clear. She had said what she said, and there was no taking it back. By the time the clip made the rounds on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, the damage was already done. The OnlyFans model quickly became the internet's latest villain, fighting for her life in the comments and doubling down on her denials. But the court of public opinion had already made up its mind, and the name ASAP Rocky was forever linked to the mess. Whether she was telling the truth or just caught up in the moment, one thing was clear. The internet believed her first instinct, and that spelled bad news for Rocky, and even worse news for his relationship with Rihanna. Of course, the internet being what it is, fans immediately tracked down her social media page. And when I say she's been fighting for her life online, I'm not exaggerating. The backlash came in fast and furious, and she's been trying to do damage control ever since. Doubling down on her denials, she made it very clear that she wants nothing to do with the drama. She hopped on Twitter to address the rumors directly, writing, "If you guys actually really think ASAP cheated on Rihanna with me, go to church, go touch grass. May God bless your hearts, BC. My Lord, you are running with the most wild. We are talking about people raising a family. I'm going to talk to God for you." But she didn't just stop at one tweet. Oh no, she kept going. In a follow-up, she tried to shift the blame onto the internet, saying, "I don't joke around about cheating. All allegations clickbaiters, and pages will twist and run with the tiniest clip, and you sheep run with assumptions. You'll see how this all turns out." It was clear she was frustrated, but at the same time, her tone only added more fuel to the fire. Instead of calming things down, her aggressive response made people even more suspicious. In a situation like this, the more you talk, the more people read between the lines. And they were reading everything. Things got even messier when she decided to drag Canel Joseph into it. Clearly upset about how the live went down, she blasted him publicly, saying, "Last time I'm speaking on this, I don't care anymore. It was clickbait and a clip farm. ASAP ain't cheat on Rihanna on my life, so you sheep go get a high from another supply. Much love, bye." The frustration was practically dripping off the screen at this point. It was obvious she felt set up, or at least felt like the situation spiraled way beyond what she ever intended. Meanwhile, fans were not buying it. Comment sections stayed flooded with people calling her out, accusing her of backtracking, and even digging up old photos and posts trying to prove a deeper connection between her and Rocky. Memes, reaction videos, and side-by-side lip-reading breakdowns started popping up everywhere. No matter how many tweets she posted or how many times she denied it, the internet had already decided on their version of the truth, and unfortunately for her, it wasn't in her favor. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if there's zero real evidence. This situation shows just how fast rumors can explode online. Even if she's telling the truth, the damage to her reputation, and Rocky's, has already been done. Whether or not Rihanna is paying any attention to this mess is another question, but one thing's for sure. Once the internet puts a target on your back, it's almost impossible to shake it off. Later, the girl tried to clear things up even more by blaming it all on the alcohol. She tweeted, "Okay, I apologize, but bro, I'm tripping. Like, to think he'd cheat on Rihanna with a girl like me and people are running with it is diabolical. They asked a question while I was wine drunk. This was a click farm and clickbait. The most effed up situation ever. But we talking about a married man that I ain't ever touched. You guys are trifling." It was clear she was spiraling, trying to undo the damage, but at that point, the internet had already decided what they wanted to believe, and it wasn't in her favor. While all this chaos was unfolding online, fans had already been picking up on something suspicious with Rihanna. People noticed she had been extremely careful about her public appearances during Rocky's recent trial. She stuck to wearing oversized coats, giant jackets, and even used her purse to strategically cover her stomach. It was definitely giving hiding a baby bump vibes, and considering all the drama swirling around Rocky at the time, it made total sense that Rihanna would want to keep a low profile. Adding to the speculation, there were even more subtle clues hinting that Rihanna and Rocky might be expecting again. Fans caught on to a heartwarming and kind of hilarious moment during Rocky's gun trial, where Rihanna and Rocky apparently made a bold promise. According to the lawyer who defended Rocky, the couple told him in the courtroom, "Listen, our next baby is ASAP Joe." It was a cute gesture that showed just how much they appreciated his help, and also kind of a casual way to drop a massive hint about baby number 3. The timing of it all couldn't have been more chaotic. While Rihanna was busy supporting Rocky through serious legal battles and possibly preparing for another baby, he was being dragged through a new round of cheating allegations. Fans couldn't help but feel for Rihanna. She's been loyal, stood by Rocky's side through thick and thin. And yet here comes the internet throwing gas on an already raging fire. It's no wonder that so many people immediately jumped to defend her. At the end of the day, whether the cheating rumors are true or not, one thing is for sure: Rihanna's fans are going to ride for her no matter what. And as for Rocky, well, if there's even a sliver of truth to these allegations, he might have just fumbled the biggest bag of his life. Because if there's one thing we know about Rihanna, it's that she's not the type to stick around where she's not respected. After the trial wrapped up, Rihanna seemed to drop a major hint about her growing family. She posted a sweet throwback photo of Rocky holding a baby, captioned, "Number 3 soon." Fans immediately lost it, convinced she was subtly confirming the pregnancy rumors. And if that wasn't enough to fuel the fire, Rihanna pulled up to Rocky's Rolling Loud performance wearing, of course, an oversized puffer jacket. The outfit choice felt very intentional, especially with everyone already on bump watch. Honestly, it wouldn't be surprising at all if Rihanna really is expecting again. She's been open about wanting a big family for years now. In one of her interviews, she even said, "I don't know what God wants, but I would go for more than 2. I would try for my girl, but of course if it's another boy, it's another boy." It's clear that family is a huge priority for her, and she's spoken about motherhood with so much love and excitement. Adding a 3rd baby would just be another beautiful chapter for her, if only the outside drama wasn't trying to overshadow it. At the same time, it's impossible not to think about what Rihanna must be feeling behind the scenes. Public scandals are one thing, but dealing with relationship rumors while pregnant? That's a whole different level of stress. She's got the whole world watching her every move, analyzing every outfit and Instagram post. And now she's being dragged into messy cheating accusations. Even for someone as powerful and composed as Rihanna, that's got to be exhausting. What's even crazier is that this isn't even the first time Rocky has been caught up in a cheating scandal this year. Earlier in 2025, there were already whispers floating around about his loyalty. Although nothing was ever fully confirmed, the rumors left a stain that never quite faded. Now, with this new drama exploding online, it feels like history might be repeating itself, and fans are understandably furious. At the end of the day, Rihanna deserves peace, happiness, and a partner who matches her energy. Whether she chooses to stand by Rocky or walk away, one thing's for sure: the Navy will have her back every step of the way. As for Rocky, well, he's definitely on thin ice, and in the court of public opinion, that ice is cracking fast. Earlier this year, Summer Bunny, who's no stranger to messy situations, accused ASAP Rocky of having an affair with rapper Asian Doll. Fans started connecting dots and stirring the pot online, with some even tagging Rihanna directly. One viral comment read, "Hey Rihanna, you know Asia was on ASAP Rocky, right?" It didn't take long for the internet to light up with theories, memes, and a flood of hot takes. Even though there wasn't hard evidence to back up the claim, the damage to Rocky's reputation had already been done. But believe it or not, it gets even messier. The Summer Bunny Asian Doll situation wasn't even Rocky's first brush with cheating rumors. Way back, he was accused of hooking up with none other than Amina Muaddi, the same Amina who designs shoes for Rihanna's Fenty brand and is supposed to be one of her close friends. That accusation shook the internet, especially because of the betrayal angle. It wasn't just some random girl this time. It was someone from Rihanna's inner circle. Amina didn't waste any time shutting the rumors down. She hopped on her Instagram story and wrote a very clear message. "I have to speak up as this is not only directed towards me, but it is related to people I have a great amount of respect and affection for. While Rhi is continuing to live her serene, best-dressed pregnancy life, and I go back to my business, I wish everyone a beautiful Easter weekend." The way she addressed it made it seem like she was genuinely hurt, that her name was even dragged into the drama. After that, the situation fizzled out pretty quickly. Sources close to Rihanna and Rocky reassured everyone that everything between them was still rock solid. According to insiders, there was no dramatic breakup, no secret war happening behind closed doors, just a lot of noise online. For a while, it seemed like they had weathered the storm and moved forward without any lasting issues. Still, when you add up all these accusations, Summer Bunny, Asian Doll, Amina Muaddi, it's easy to see why fans are worried now. Even if the previous rumors turned out to be false, the constant whispers have chipped away at Rocky's image. And now, with a brand new scandal exploding, people are starting to wonder if there's more truth to the smoke than they originally thought. Then they dropped those fresh vacation pics in Barbados, looking totally loved up just before Rihanna gave birth to their first son, RZA. Fans everywhere took a deep breath, thinking, okay, everything must be good between them. I mean, come on. Rihanna is not the type to invite just anyone to her family's homeland, let alone someone who betrayed her trust. Vacationing in Barbados with her family is sacred territory, and Rocky being there seemed like a huge green flag that things were solid. But of course, just when everything seemed calm, chaos came crashing down again. Right after that picture-perfect vacation, Rocky's life took a sharp left turn. As he was flying back to the US, law enforcement was waiting for him at LAX. The second his private jet touched down, police swooped in and arrested him. The charges? They tied him to a 2021 shooting involving his former friend ASAP Rocky. It wasn't just tabloid drama anymore. This was serious criminal stuff. The arrest sent shockwaves through the fan base and the media. Even though no one was killed in the shooting, the fact that Rocky was allegedly involved in something that violent had everyone on edge. It wasn't just a bad look. It was a huge legal mess that put a dark cloud over everything. People started wondering what was really going on behind closed doors, and whether Rihanna was secretly dealing with way more stress than anyone knew. The court case dragged on for months, pulling Rocky's name into headline after headline. Every court appearance, every leaked photo, every rumor added more fuel to the fire. Yet through it all, Rihanna stayed incredibly low-key. She didn't post about it, didn't make any grand public statements, and kept her moves private. That silence spoke volumes to fans, who respected her even more for handling everything with grace. Ironically, Rocky's whole legal nightmare ended up quieting the cheating rumors, at least for a little while. With everyone focused on whether he might face serious jail time, the drama hit pause. But the calm didn't last long, because just when people thought things had settled, fresh cheating accusations came roaring back, this time with actual receipts. According to the Daily Mail, Rocky allegedly got caught up with a 45-year-old mother of three named Jilly O'Donnell, and the story caught fire fast because it had all the makings of a media circus. Jilly claimed their communication started back in December 2021 and wasn't just casual. She alleged that Rocky slid into her DMs and things quickly turned flirty, even backing it up with leaked screenshots. Fans were floored because the messages didn't exactly scream faithful boyfriend. They showed Rocky complimenting Jilly, trying to set up a meetup and being way too persistent. The fact that it looked like he wasn't even trying to hide it had everyone side-eyeing him hard, especially knowing Rihanna was likely watching his every move. Jilly claimed she didn't even know who Rocky was when he first messaged her, saying she had to Google him later to figure it out, something fans found hard to believe. Like, how do you not recognize ASAP Rocky, especially when he's sliding in all charming and mysterious? Naturally, the internet exploded with memes, think pieces, and endless speculation. Was Rocky really risking it all for random DMs? Every time people tried giving him the benefit of the doubt, another scandal popped up to make him look even shadier. By 2021, ASAP Rocky wasn't just some underground rapper. He was a full-blown superstar, dominating music, fashion, and pop culture. His relationship with Rihanna was everywhere: magazine covers, social media, and viral memes. They were basically the it couple of the decade, so the idea that someone wouldn't know who he was seemed almost impossible. Let's be real. If someone with a verified account and nearly 20 million followers slid into my DMs, I'm doing at least a quick Google search. So the idea that Jilly O'Donnell stayed clueless for months about who she was talking to felt off, and fans immediately side-eyed her story. A$AP Rocky wasn't some unknown figure either. Between modeling for Dior, blockbuster ad campaigns, and dating Rihanna, his face and name were everywhere. Her claim of not knowing him only made the situation seem even sketchier. That said, the real blame still falls on Rocky if he was texting other women while publicly committed to Rihanna. No one forced him into anyone's DMs, and loyalty is loyalty, especially when you're with someone like Rihanna. But Jilly playing the I didn't know card just didn't sit right. With Rocky's fame, verified status, and highly publicized relationship, there were way too many red flags for her to miss. At the end of the day, it was messy, and once again, Rihanna was left to deal with the fallout. Jilly eventually admitted she asked her kids about A$AP Rocky after their chats started feeling more serious, and that's when they clued her in, telling her Rocky was Rihanna's boyfriend. Instead of backing off, Jilly thought it was funny and kept talking to him anyway. Things got even messier when leaked messages showed Rocky inviting her to meet him in Ukraine, which definitely didn't sound like an innocent conversation. Fans were stunned when the screenshots surfaced, because it was clear this wasn't just some casual small talk. Even though Jilly sarcastically declined the invite, the fact that Rocky kept the conversation going raised a lot of eyebrows. His messages about freezing in Ukraine and wishing they could have worked out together didn't exactly scream faithful boyfriend. Fans felt the flirty tone was way too shady for someone publicly committed to one of the most famous women in the world, and it only fueled more speculation that Rocky wasn't nearly as loyal as he wanted people to believe. The whole situation with Jilly only made things worse for Rocky. Between her delayed realization, her decision to keep flirting anyway, and the leaked DMs, fans couldn't help but side-eye him hard. Even without proof of anything physical happening, the emotional disloyalty alone was enough to embarrass Rihanna yet again. While Rocky's team stayed quiet and loyal fans defended him, the existence of actual screenshots made it hard to dismiss, and the bad optics kept stacking up against him. And if that wasn't messy enough, Rocky's name got dragged into yet another cheating rumor, this time linked to rapper City. A blind item made its rounds online, hinting that a certain A-list singer's baby daddy had been creeping with a rising rapper tied to drama with YG and Quavo. Fans quickly pieced it together and pointed the finger at Rocky. By that point, it wasn't just isolated gossip anymore, it looked like a full-on pattern, and Rocky's reputation was definitely starting to take a hit. It's a total mess. Every few months, a new woman gets linked to Rocky, and with each accusation, his image takes another hit. While he and Rihanna have always put on a united front in public, behind the scenes it's looking way more complicated. With so many rumors piling up, it's getting harder to call it all coincidence, and fans are side-eyeing him harder than ever. Rihanna has worked too hard to protect her peace and family, so if Rocky's really out here embarrassing her again, it wouldn't be shocking if she finally decided enough is enough. The internet is definitely watching closely to see what happens next.